Okay, hi guys, Spartan765. Today I'm doing a video response to a couple of comments I got regarding American quality. I stated in one of my videos, and it's gotten a lot of people pissed off. I don't understand why, and a lot of people agreeing with me, is that American stuff that comes from America nowadays, certain items, most items made in the United States are crap. It didn't used to be like that 20 or 30 years ago. Here I have an excellent example of an American-made firearm that is top-notch, high quality. This is a Springfield 22, pre-1923. This thing I took it to the range at 50 yards. I got 1-inch groups with it. It's a great shooter. I picked it up at Gander Mountain for 60 bucks. It's a great shooter. I just get the 1 inches with Blazer, that Blazer 22 ammo. I mean, I wish I would have saved the target, but hey, I got a witness my friend was with, so. Yep, American quality as far as, you can't really buy a really good, accurate, single-shot 22 out of the box for anything less than, $600-700, that's American made. Your basic American single-shot 22s, under that price range, are crap. Well, unless they're the youth models, but they're still not, they don't make any full-size single-shot 22s that are good, accurate right out of the box. But there are a lot of American products also that are very high quality. I'm mainly basing what I know of firearms, because I know that, I'm more familiar with firearms than anything else. But this is a Ruger 10/22. I bought it about a year ago. It came stock with, let me see if I can find that, hang on a second. It came stock. This is the standard stock that's on the Ruger 10/22. And as you notice, there's the original part. I sawed that off. With this, I do not understand why this is. When I bought this Ruger 10/22, it got 2.5-inch groupings at 50 yards with a scope, and that was ridiculous. That's terrible. These are Rugers, don't get me wrong. Ruger Mini 14, Ruger anything is top-notch. I still believe Ruger makes a very good firearm, very high quality. It's just the Ruger 10/22s, and this is even back 30 years ago. They're not tack drivers right out of the box. What I did to mine was sawed off this, threw it away to free float the barrel. Barrel's completely free floated. Added a new bolt and a new firing pin. This thing now gets 1/4-inch groupings at 50 yards. It's phenomenally accurate. I'm very pleased with it. Fires every time. You're not going to have a misfire with this gun. Here's an example of a fine-made American gun. This one took a little bit of working on to get it accurate. But then again, if you want a gun to be a tack driver, literally you're going to have to put work into it. Okay, now I'm going to go over some examples of firearms that have gone downhill in the past 20 to 30 years. Remington rifles, the Remington 700 especially. It's still a good gun, but you get one that was 20 or 30 years ago, they were the best in the world. Now they're getting they're kind of cutting on their quality. Their bolts are a little more, the bolts aren't as, I don't know how to describe it, they don't move as smoothly. They're not quite as accurate. You can still make them tack drivers, don't get me wrong. The military M24, that's a tack driver. But you got to do some work on them. You got to do a lot of work on them to get them to be tack drivers. They're still good guns, but not nearly as good as they were 20, 30 years ago. As far as shotguns go, here I have a Winchester 1300 or Winchester 120 Ranger. They're pretty much the same thing. This was made about 20 years ago, back in the 1980s. This is a really good shotgun. It's never failed me once. Winchester, their quality hasn't dropped any. They're still really good. As far as accessories for foreign guns, I believe that accessories for foreign guns should not be made in this country. AK-47 magazines. I cannot find one AK-47 mag for my AK-47 made in the United States that's decent. The Tapco ones, sure, they work and they feed. You drop the gun with the magazine, it snaps off the little locking lock. You do that with a Bulgarian, a waffle mag, it doesn't do that. It stays stuck right there. As far as American-made, or guns imported into America and parts kits assembled, Wasser 10s, don't get me wrong, they're shit. I mean, there's 1 in 10 that's going to be good and isn't going to have a candid front sight or anything wrong with it. There's a couple good, very, very, very good American manufacturers of AK-47s though. One of them I know is Arsenal. They're fantastic. Their AKs are top-notch quality. But as far as accessories go, most of the Nagant stripper clips, stuff like that, you're just not going to get good ones if they're made in the U.S. Just because, you think of it this way. Ones were made in Russia and other countries were made for combat. They were made so they had to work. If they didn't work, that soldier was probably dead. In America, they know they're just sport shooters. They're not relying their life on it, so they're not going to make it as good. I had to do 30 minutes of work on my strippers to get them to work. Again, as far as scopes go, here's another question I got. Scopes, I do think should be made out of steel. I know that a lot of people are going to contradict me on that. I think also most scopes should be made out of steel, not aluminum, because steel is more durable, and it's just more durable, stronger. That's pretty much the only reason. Aluminum scopes for like a 22 are fine, or a red dot are fine, but when you're getting on a marksmanship rifle, I think it should be a steel scope all the way. Like for my G3, I got a Hansel scope for that. That's made out of steel. Very good scope. It's fixed 4 power zoom with an illuminator on the side. That, made in Germany, excellent quality scope. Zeiss makes the best scopes in the world. They're a German manufacturer, but don't get me wrong, there are still some good American manufacturers too, like Bushnell. They make very good 22 scopes. But then again, you've seen a little bit of quality slipping with some of the American-made scopes, but not a lot. They're still really good scopes. As far as quality on other things, like if you buy a padlock or some sort of a hinge or door lock that's made in the United States, sometimes they're worse than Chinese-made ones. I don't know why that is. But if you got any questions or comments on this video, I'm not going to go into it anymore because I'm sure I'll get a lot of shitty comments. But anything you got to say, send me a message. I'll respond. I won't reply to a comment usually, but I will respond to all messages I get. If you got any questions, send me a message. 765 out.